think it's just a new day. And then there's some people that it don't look goofy to some people. It don't look like strange to some people. And maybe that's where
it's Karen rap.
Yeah.
Because they not from the streets.
They're not tripping.
And hip-hop is no longer street culture.
Right.
So all the stuff that applied to create your superheroes before doesn't even matter anymore because it's bigger than the realm in which we originally were playing in.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. All righty now. This dude done effed around and showed up. Nick Cannon, welcome back to the neighborhood.
Always, man.
Hell yeah. How you been, brother?
Man, you know, trying to turn these acorns into oak trees, Big.
Hey, man, that's what we were talking about. I was like, man, you're highly successful. And he was like, acorns.
Into oak trees.
Yeah, and I was like, that's what we're supposed to do. I was like, man, I got all these acorns.
If you cultivate them, they turn into oak trees.
Nobody ever told me the second part. You know what I'm saying? What you working on now, Nick Cannon?
I mean, obviously right now we are currently in the midst of the Honda Battle of the Bands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we turning up today for that. But other than that, man, like same stuff, TV, radio.
What is the Battle of the Bands?
For me, it was like full circle, like a homecoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From like it's really that last scene that you see in the movie Drumline. That happens in real life. And, you know, at the SoFi Stadium, it's bigger than everywhere. Usually it happens in the South, but we brought it out to the West just to kind of even give the students that experience because they're so used to being that, you know.
Who do you have out here right now? Like what?
Man, we got Alabama out here. We got North Carolina A&T. We got Southern, you know what I mean, like Hampton. Like,
so we here.
We here.
Yeah, man.
And because, you know, it's Grammy weekend.
Yeah.
So tapping like
F
that.
Man, this is how unconnected and disconnected I am.
You didn't know it was Grammy weekend?
Bro, because I never get invited to the Grammys.
Which is disrespectful.
I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? There's some things I didn't get invited to. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A Diddy party. That's what you said.
No, I'm just. But you know what though, bro? I've been to
a Diddy's parties. So have I.
Yeah.
I've DJ'd Diddy's parties. I've never been to them other ones though.
Hey, dude, and I was asking someone, right? And I was like, man, even there's something that's going on with this rise and fall or the fall of Diddy. Some documentary.
They're always trying to make money.
And
off of
the dude was his assistant, and they said, had you ever heard of Freak Off? And he was his assistant for 2 years. He said, I never heard of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there was some other things.
And the crazy thing is most of them people on them, I was like, I've never seen these people.
Right.
Who are they? Like that assistant dude, I've never seen that dude before.
Right, well,
maybe that's the Freak Off assistant.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe because we left.
Yeah.
But that real talk when people, you been to the Diddy party, like, yeah, man, and you wanted to go to with like the Diddy Grammy party, the Diddy All-Star party, you know what I'm saying?
BET, all of that
BET
stuff. Like,
weekend.
He had it popping.
Yeah, man. What kind of
he
parties?
was doing in his personal life is none of my damn business.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of parties do you have?
I don't have parties.
See, that, thank God, man.
I used to,
Thank
though.
God you said that. You know?
We grown now, but, you know, I've been out here for a minute. That used to be the thing. It's like, you know, an industry party.
Yeah.
Remember Century Club? We used to have a Century Club popping in the 90s.
Now people are afraid to have parties.
Yeah,
I won't even have a Superbowl party now.
It's a liability.
Hell yeah.
Somebody slip and fall at your house.
Oh, man. You know, like, I choked on this wing bone. And
I need 20 million.
Yeah, like, you know what it is, man? Everybody is so happy right now.
So happy.
Bro.
It's crazy.
It's like, man, did you see the Dave Chappelle opening monologue for SNL when he said what fame feel like to him, and it's like he's just running and you know and people just shooting at him and throwing things and
it's so
Diddy down like bro.
But you know that's why we get on our knees and pray every morning.
Go ahead now, and we love it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I'm saying we like I'm a part of. Like,
see, this is the thing because he tried to do this with everybody else that come here, but I'm no big.
Right.
Like he tried to come up here. He plays the humble. That's good because that's what you got to do in radio. You got to act like you're not a legend. You're a legend.
Oh, I know I'm a legend.
And you are a wise businessman.
Thank you.
And you have played your position so. There's nobody in radio who's ever done it better than you.
Hey man, let me. I'll let that breathe a little bit.
I'm just because everybody else, like you own your position.
Thank you.
You started where you started. And
I was a little uncomfortable with how you laughed when he said,
Mariana, that's what it's
it's real.
Like I'm a legend, and you know.
I mean, the man he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Like,
can you please not look at Mariana? We don't want her to get pregnant.
I mean, that's what the glasses is for? The force field?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you can see through it, but she can't see nothing. You know what you know what it is. Yeah, but back to my successful career. It's true.
It's the best to ever do it.
Yeah, man.
Especially hip hop.
Thank you.
Because I don't really know about radio like back then, but I've never seen nobody do it better than you in hip hop.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
And somebody who's in radio who always looked up to Big and inspired. Like, there's nobody who's just held a position and held a city down.
Thank
like,
you.
Because this is what normally happens in radio. People are successful on radio, and then they leave the place that they're successful in.
Right.
And then they try, and then usually when they leave, it don't really work out, and then you hear they be in a smaller market, 30 years later.
Well, to keep it real with you, man, I never had an out-of-state offer.
Nah, you LA, man.
Like, Nick, the right shit come, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to be doing radio in Brazil.
Yeah. I can't do radio in Brazil.
Goodness, imagine.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good for my marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like the one thing with you, man, you be like, nah, I ain't getting married. Would you ever get married again?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Oh, man.
That's a contract I will not double back on.
Wow. Really, though?
It's just because it's a legal contract. It's a...
Man, you hear like, I know contracts.
Yeah. I would be in love again. I maybe even might make a covenant with someone.
Right.
Between me and that person.
But you like some rings?
Like you said, everybody lawyer happy. It's almost like they go into it like, okay, I know what I'm going to get out of this.
Yeah.
And it is a business
Hey,
deal.
Nick, were you only married to Mariah?
That's the only person.
Okay, yeah, all right. So
and I was the person that like could benefit from that. Like, so it wasn't even.
Yeah.
I went in that with a clear conscience.
But you know what, too? Yeah. You went in already, like, you were already successful.
Yeah.
And then you were continuing to work on your success.
So that's why with her and I, it wasn't any lawyer stuff or no problems because I didn't want nothing from her. Like, if anything, I was insecure in that sense of like, I want to do it all myself.
Right.
Like, and she definitely didn't need me. So
Man,
we didn't have to worry about nothing.
I would have definitely Stedman her. Like, you know how Stedman is with Oprah?
Just locked in.
I would have been like, nah, dude, I got Mariah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to stop talking about Mariah because that's my homegirl.
Yeah, and then she always get mad after these interviews.
Yeah,
because
so
we'll bring it up. It's his fault that I got a divorce. It's his fault.
I wasn't going to even bring that up.
Well,
I wasn't going to bring it up today.
Damn.
He's done a lot of legendary things, but that's up there.
What?
Yeah,
we're not going to get into it.
No, Mariana doesn't know, man.
It's usually because when I come here, when I get behind these microphones, I talk too much. Let's just say that.
Okay.
But I'm learning, so we're not even going to
Hey,
we
dude.
done.
To this day, watch this. Hey, Nick,
Yo.
am I really a part of a reason why you're divorced?
Yes.
That hurt my soul, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, dude, when he first
But it
said
was my fault.
Yeah, hell yeah, it was.
It was my fault.
Thank you, man.
Coming in here
Credit.
trying to be an entertainer
Right.
and being
Oh,
a radio person. So,
Right.
because, when you're in radio, you just go with it.
Right.
Like, you a sucker if you be like, nah, I can't talk about that. Or, nah, I'm a publicist.
True, true.
But because we're real radio people, so we know the job is to entertain the people and give them what they
But
want.
you did know the mics were on, right?
And he start asking questions, and I just start going, not thinking that I'm a happily married man. Wow. And you get home and be like, I said that?
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
God.
And then, it's videos. And,
And then they want to put up
receipts.
clips.
Yeah, and then
Right.
it's on TV.
Yeah, things are even worse now because now everybody put up social media clips.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
It's
man, you
over and over.
can't run away from nothing now, bro.
Do you regret any of the things or interviews? Because, like, I look back at interviews now, and I'm like, dang, why did I say that?
Dude.
It was funny in the moment, but, like, and
Hey,
it just...
dude, it's interviews, it's phone taps.
Oh, yeah.
It's segments and things that I've done that I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're like, oh, we got away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I got some things, Nick, where I cringe my toes. Like some of the contesting that we did, I can't even bring up today. Because somebody probably be like, oh, that was me. I'll sue him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but it's a
what it
different
is.
world.
It's-
What about for television and everything on that side too, man? With the cancel culture. And you've been.
I've been canceled.
Yeah.
I've been canceled. I think now, one of the things, I mean, if there's a silver lining in about, this new administration is we've witnessed somebody who's also been canceled several
Right.
times and then beat it.
Yeah. That's what I was telling people too. I said, man, I think with this one, Trump is gonna say so many ridiculous things.
Like he been saying stuff crazy all week.
Yeah, man. That I'm just like, he gonna normalize.
Yeah.
He gonna bring back some of the things we couldn't say.
That's what I think they actually ran their campaign on that of like,
Right.
you know, we freedom of speech and we can do what we want. And between him and Elon, like it's like,
Oh man.
if you can't cancel them two,
Right.
bring Diddy back.
Hey man, when you saw
Where R.
Elon,
Kelly at? If he could be
hell
in the
yeah.
office.
But look, we talking about skin tone while we're on this microphone, you know.
Exactly.
But when Elon Musk did that sign,
Crazy.
how can they not say?
Crazy.
How do you try to say that's not what it was?
Even-
and then they got pictures of AOC where it's like she did not like. If I'm just sitting here and I say everybody that, you freeze frame, yeah.
As a famous apologizer.
Right, yeah. You apologize very well.
I apologize very well. That's how you know he was guilty, because he still ain't apologized.
Yep.
He's just trying to justify what he did by blaming us. They did it. He ain't apologized. If there was remorse or atonement, or actually he had some compassion for other communities,
Right.
even like I did, I was like, oh, I didn't mean that, you know, but I apologized because I hurt you.
Right.
Like
right.
he didn't mean it, but he still ain't say sorry.
But he doubled down on it. He did the front and he turned around. just in case anybody had bad seats back here. You know, he was
Just in case y'all didn't see,
he
for
was like,
the people in the back.
he was like, I know we got this theater in the round. Hold on, let me.
I'm on
turn
some
around.
low frequency discrimination.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm the richest man in the world.
Yeah. What do he
But I'm
probably
gonna give me one of them robots.
And he an immigrant.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you gonna bring your robot home in your Tesla?
I'm all Tesla'd in.
Do you have a Tesla?
I got the Cybertruck. The kids like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see those. Those are ugly.
They're very ugly. They're like the truck. They're like the trucks we used to draw when we was in the 3rd grade.
Yes.
That's exactly what
Oh
it looked
my
like.
God. Hey, dude, you can't tell me that Elon Musk was like, I can make anything and they'll buy it.
Yeah, that's
And then he was like, and they probably was laughing like, yeah, put it in production.
And we bought it.
Yeah, man.
My kids love it too.
Oh, really though? So you bought it for the babies?
Yeah. They
I heard
love when
that.
I pick them up from school in the
As a
Cybertruck.
black man, and I know you double down. It's very successful, and I know exactly who you are. Could I come by the house and bust the windows out of it? As us being black men, as a statement.
Bust the windows out of what?
Out of the Tesla truck.
They bulletproof.
Damn, didn't he crack one on a... Okay, can I kick a door?
That's you feel safe when you're inside that joint.
Not all those windows aren't bulletproof. Are yours bulletproof?
Yeah, that was the whole purpose of it.
Because I remember they were unbreakable at one
Yeah.
point.
Well, that's what I mean. Like the door's supposed to be bulletproof and the windows are unbreakable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
And then the first couple of times they tried it, it didn't work.
Yeah, so he
they
kept
went
sending it back.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How are you living, man? Did you have a bulletproof car? What's going on, man?
Elon made it. I didn't design it.
Hey, man, he probably thinking like, man,
Standard.
if Nick got one, can you imagine what mine must look like? His is really, really bulletproof.
Exactly.
Man, how was it when you were out there for Trump for that weekend, man, and performing and everything? Because you did stand-up out there,
I
right?
ain't do shit. I see what you're doing.
You didn't do Wild and Out out there, bro?
Yeah.
I definitely did. You can't buy me.
You didn't do it in the classroom out there?
At the inauguration.
Yeah.
Bunch of racists in the classroom.
I see
White
you eating on
supremacists in the classroom.
I see a cape in the classroom. Yeah, don't escape from the classroom. You know, like man.
Oh, man, nah, definitely not. I was not out there.
Hey, man, when you
I gave up on politics years and years ago. So I don't care what. I don't like neither one of them sides.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what do? If you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that really say, people say, oh, you got to vote to change. You got to vote to change things. Like,
And they try, because they only do it during that time. As I'm, again, looking up to you. When you're in these type of positions, you're a real part of the community.
right.
So you know legislation that's going on in
Right.
your local government. And we, by cracking these mics, by stepping out, doing stuff like that's real work. Now, everybody doesn't get the opportunity to be in the community and be community activists and leaders. So they do have to exercise their right to vote,
Right.
as they should, because especially our people, there's people who actually died for this right.
Yes,
so
sir.
utilize it. But if you really want to be a part of your community, get out there and go do something in your community. And that's going to move way more needles than an actual vote. But be a part of the voting process. So again, when Obama was in office, I was drinking the Kool-Aid and I was out there campaigning, and it was amazing. It was 2007. Me and Obama was, sharing like the motels together during the whole, you go down.
Be careful when you say that too.
Not
let's
like
clear this
that.
up. I know, but let's clear it up.
He wasn't. We were literally in like small,
right?
Like not even
You
hotels.
was right there.
Yeah, like it was to see them have to campaign at such a low level because it was door to door, real community acting. So it wasn't like we was in like Marriott's or any of that. Like, and that would have been upper echelons. It was like small cities knocking on doors, campaigning, saying like change, and we all really believed in that process. So as a surrogate back then, it was really eye opening and inspiring. But once you see not much even changes when the small guy even gets to become the president, So it's like you imagine people who are really doing it for money and like it's a corrupt organization.
Hey man, I tell people, I say, man, whoever's in there, I still got to be dad.
Yep.
I still got to take care. You know what I'm saying? I got to take care of my family.
You got to focus on you and yours.
And I see it, and I'm telling you straight up, man, there's just some things that's going on now. It's disturbing my peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's really disturbing
Especially when
my
your
peace.
kids asking questions.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disturbing my peace, bro. When you hear the DEI stuff and even the jet and the Black Hawk crash, and he's blaming it on.
But the thing, what I've always said about Trump, which I kind of like, I like my racism served to my face.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when somebody's pretending that, like, at least Trump is going to be honest about what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's why he throws the whole thing off, because it's like he pissing everybody off. Like, so even the people on his own team, they're like,
like, hold on, man, wait, what?
You getting us caught up because they doing sneaky shit and he just saying whatever.
Yeah, man.
So then everybody getting caught up. So at the end of the day, like, it's a corrupt. We at least get to see the corruption firsthand, live and living color in front.
Hey,
of
man,
us.
it's
They're not
crazy.
trying to hide it from us no more.
Because I'm looking now and I'm saying, man, there's people and things that's being empowered. Like, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people doing the sign
Yeah.
on TikTok, and even with I forget old girl's name, but with Scott Storch, and I hate to keep saying Scott Storch's baby mother, but I forget her name.
Yeah.
But
is that because we don't know her for anything other than that? Like, she's not a reality star, and she probably will be after this.
Hell yeah.
They call her an
what I'm saying?
influencer, but
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just use that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was watching this thing, and it was like, influencer is recently jailed for such and such, and I went to the page and they had like 3,000 followers. I'm like, that's an influencer.
How did you? Who are you influencing?
I'm like, I'm a hella influencer.
Yo,
I
high
guess
school?
you influence one. I guess that's it. But just watching her rant with the valet.
Florida.
Did you see that?
Craziness.
Yeah, man. And I think we want to see it more.
No, the crazier thing is that when she knew she was wrong, want to apologize, she started trying to say, like,
sexual assault. He
that's
groped me.
Crazy.
Yep. And then they said, Mariana said she went back and now she said that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she made that up. Like,
Nah.
that's the scary part. That
Yep.
somebody, even, they're completely wrong, and then they double down on the evil by the person that they did something wrong to. Now they're calling them the accuser,
man.
and they play victim. That's the scary part.
Hey, man, and that shows you, too, man, like, I got to a point, man, where human, woman, man, I don't get surprised as much anymore.
We can't.
Yeah, man.
You
Like,
can't.
it's crazy.
We live
scary
in
out
a
there.
comic book. Like,
Yeah.
it's literal super villains running
Yeah,
the
man.
world.
Are you going to the Super Bowl?
I mean,
You're like, why? So you don't just go to things like,
yeah, if it's a check there,
Just-
I'll go get it.
Right.
But because it's on Fox, so they did offer me some things, and I was like, I'd rather be at the crib with the kids.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah,
But-
man, I'm gonna be at the crib with the kids too. 'Cause I didn't get offered nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know me.
When I say no, I'm gonna start saying, man, it's called big.
Right. Can you? For real.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Can you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying
Give
to
you a
come over here and
referral
rock with
kickback.
you.
yeah, man.
Come
And it's-
rock with y'all at iHeart. Y'all over here
it's so
get to
many.
it.
It's so many things, dude. That I'm like, damn. Like, cause we think alike. There's some
Yeah.
things that I had this idea, right? And I was like, I wrote it out. I was this, and then I look up Nick, and it's in the classroom.
Oh, I'm pretty.
There's there's so many things that you do, right?
Yeah.
I had Unmasked Singer. You know what I'm saying? It was
How did that work, man?
It didn't work. Because when I saw Masked Singer, I was like, oh, they doing that over here. Nick's doing it. Like, oh, people are in their thing. And I'm like, Unmasked Singer.
Yeah, you just
You just
come
know
out
who it
and
is.
who it is.
You know what I'm
straight
saying?
to your face.
Yeah, and,
like it.
and it's straight to
And
it.
they didn't buy that?
Didn't buy it, man.
Oh, man.
Didn't buy
Wait,
it, man.
who'd you pitch it to?
I pitched it on the Flocks. You know what I'm saying? I went over there.
Not Fox, but Flox.
Flox. And NTV. NTV turned it down too, man. You know, nothing but TV. It was crazy, man. It was great. You're successful, though. Man. You know what I'm saying? You're successful.
See, this is the thing. I got to work hard.
Right.
I work harder. Big work
that's
smarter.
what I want to do.
He works smarter. Him and Howard Stern are the people I've looked up to my entire life in media, and they both have done it the best. I've never seen nobody do it better than these two dudes.
Right, yeah. Damn.
Howard don't even leave his house no more.
No, man.
No, he doesn't.
His big ass house.
And I know what his deal was for that too. So
he did it a couple times.
Yeah. You got to find some more legends to look after.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand the Howard Stern thing, but damn, you know what I'm saying?
See, there you go, trying to play humble. I get it. The role is you got to pretend like he broke. Just do the math, people.
Loan me $10.
How long he been on the radio?
All right, so you're not going to Super Bowl,
huh? I know what my radio deal is.
Yeah, man.
And I ain't just cut my mic off.
Yeah, man. That's Nick Cannon in the neighborhood. He said that he's not going to Super Bowl, so that's crazy. You back?
I'm back. Okay,
Nick Cannon's back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Cannon is back in the neighborhood. Always a pleasure to have you in here, man.
See, I've learned when it's something I don't want to talk about, I just go ahead and start talking about how much money Big.
Yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, this dude right here, man. Don't you know we in Los Angeles? They smooth laying people down out here. Yeah, man.
Wow, Nick.
Hey, bro, do you watch sports? Are you a sports guy?
I'm aware of it. You know,
okay,
I have to be in pop culture, so I get my briefings.
But you don't have
morning.
A team like Super Bowl. You don't have a team.
I mean, like I said, I'm West Coast, so
right.
Obviously I've always been a Chargers fan.
What about this Kendrick performing, bro? That halftime gonna be amazing.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. I would have wanted to see Wayne in New Orleans,
right?
And whoever didn't make that. That's gonna hurt, but I'm a West Coaster, so I can't wait.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping Kendrick is gonna do something to take all of that energy and make it even bigger.
Yeah,
because he's brilliant like that, to where he'll take everything that's being thrown at him, and then everybody gonna sit back and be like, "Yeah, I get it."
That's
now.
what he did. Yeah, man. We feel the same way. Man.
But from initially when you heard about everything that was going on in the Super Bowl. Like, and Jay being the one that got to pick the talent. One of the things he initially said was he's going to take people from the different regions and allow them to be celebrated.
Right.
And we saw that with Dre, and I was like, oh, that's amazing. So you got excited. Whatever the next city was, you were going to see the artists from that region get to turn up. And it hasn't happened.
Yeah, but I think also were we expecting those kind of things too? Because we saw Rihanna between Snoop and you know what I'm saying? So
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, again, there's certain things, you know. Well, hopefully they just continue to get bigger and bigger. But it's the biggest stage in the world, and Kendrick gonna kill it.
Yeah. But were you in tune with the whole battle when it was going down?
Yeah, you know,
man.
We was tapped in. We was trying to figure it out. I mean, where it's gone to is strange.
You talking about like the lawsuit?
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God, man,
that's weird.
Oh my God.
What you say? Everybody lawyering up.
Yeah,
like, that's the,
yeah, man.
That's the thing.
And
hip hop is very litigious right now.
Yeah, man. 81-page documents. And you know what? We've been around hip hop long enough, Nick, where we've seen some crazy things happen in hell of a battles.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a new day.
Is it over now? Like, because you can't. Because first of all, it was probably one of the best battles we've ever witnessed. I mean, to me, it's that one and then Jay and Nas.
Right.
Those are the ones where you're like, whoa. They went there. They got personal. They were at the top of their game. But to see it roll out the way that it has, that's the only thing. Like, man, hip hop ain't hip hop no more.
Right. And I seen them, bro. You know, I seen Ice Cube and W.A.
Yeah.
You know, of course, Biggie Pac. He never won anything to end like that.
Nah, absolutely not.
But yeah, we've seen them. And these were the two, you know, these are like top dogs, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But to see that, I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know. And then they were dropping faster than what it used to be, you know.
That was what was amazing about it. Like and the whole world was tuned in. People who didn't even listen to hip hop knew what was going on.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, because, you know, Drake is at that level of stardom. And then to see it get litigious, it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Especially when he started it.
And and you've been sued before.
Several times. So that's what I'm like, is that what we doing? But, I mean, again, like I was kind of rocking with it when it was about, again, because to his point, he's not suing Kendrick.
Right.
So I can respect that. And when it was going at, the man, stick it to their pockets, go get your bag. When it was like, oh, you think something illegal is being done to you. But then when they threw that out and then you just go the defamation, like, come on, man, really? Like, it's hip hop. Like,
yeah, man.
Niggas, you done killed in your bars. Like, you literally, it's called killing you. I'm killing you.
Yeah, man. But and like I say too, Nick, I think it's just a new day. And then there's some people that it don't look goofy to some people. It don't look like strange to some people. And maybe that's where
it's Karen rap.
Yeah. Hey, dude, when I saw Tekashi 6ix9ine and all the blood card and B-Dog, blood,
Yeah.
and then when I saw him get with the feds,
right.
I was like, oh, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't. And I was like, oh, okay.
These kids don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, because they not from the streets.
They're not tripping.
And hip-hop is no longer street culture.
Right.
So all the stuff that applied to create your superheroes before doesn't even matter anymore because it's bigger than the realm in which we originally were playing in.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
What about Nick as an artist?
Oh, man, I'm grown, big.
No more?
I'll always be a musician.
Survive?
I'll always be a musician. I always have a label. I always have artists that I'll sign. But I think the funny thing, I never really wanted to be an artist in the first place. Probably why it didn't work out for me. Because I was always trying to be the executive. I was always looking up to the Jermaine Dupri's and the Dre's and I liked that and helping others.
Right,
and And I'll never stop doing that. I'll never stop trying to give people opportunities.
Man, you put a lot of people on through the shows and gave a lot of people platforms too, man. You know how some people say, man, there's so many people that came out of Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
And you can go through a roster of the Steve Harveys, the Bernie Macs,
Chris
but
Tuckers.
There's a lot of people that have come out of Wildin' Out.
Yeah, so many. I mean, people that Cat Williams was, Kevin Hart from like the original time, D. Davis, Affion Crockett, and then the next generation of DC Young Flies, Justina Valentine's, all of the battle rappers that's the thing too. I never like to say, oh, we discovered them or they start, because they was doing their thing already. I just had the opportunity to build a platform for people to come get their shit off.
Right.
And when you shine, Cat Williams said it the best. It's like you shine on Wildin' Out, it's like a springboard. You're going to take off.
Yeah.
It's like either you're going to come and fall off that springboard or you're going to come and take off. So that's why we got to see the Pete Davidsons of the world.
Man.
And everybody.
When it got a little crazy for you with MTV, they did offer the show to DC Young Fly.
I don't think they offered it to him. Yeah, but I think what he did, which was even more solid, before an offer or any of that, because, I own it, so it happened. And
hold on, man.
That's the
who's coming into my show.
Yeah, but the whole thing was what he was saying is even if they did, I would never take it. Mm-hmm. And what they were trying to do, they were probably trying to figure out how they could do something else. And everybody who was on the show was like, we would never do anything else because that's big.
Is Wildin' Out still there? Still, is there another season coming?
Yeah, I mean, we still got 20 episodes about to drop.
Between you and what's your name, Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
Y'all
keeping the lights on over there.
Yeah. Gosh, bro. Because you don't go to MTV and say, hey, man, did you see such and such video on him? You know what I'm saying?
No more.
Like, not at all. And they have some challenges.
Well, that's to me, Wildin' Out is its own network.
Yeah,
to that
major
point,
way.
To that point where, we're like almost 500 episodes in, and all the people who have started their own platforms and careers and taking it to the next level. It's like, you come on Wildin' Out, you can go do this, do that. So that's where my mind is now from. We've already conquered everything like brick and mortar from, restaurants and, the touring. And now it's like, all right, let me really jump in here and do this digital thing in a real way and build a network.
I love how you don't make it just about you.
Yeah.
Like they can clown, you have fun,
Absolutely.
The audience. That's why I stopped doing it. Yeah, because
I was like, come on, big.
I don't think I can go back. You know what I'm saying?
You can definitely do it.
It's brutal.
It is, though.
Yeah, man.
They be talking that shit.
Oh, yeah. Even in the audience, it's like, man.
Nobody's safe.
Nobody's safe. Not even a camera person.
They be getting at everybody.
Like, man.
But it's all fun because we all family.
Hey, man, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? How do you celebrate? You know,
Oh, come on.
I wish
Are you
there
starting right
was
now?
only
Come
27
on.
dain in February.
yeah,
Like they got rid of all the other ones. Just get rid of the 14th too.
that shit is.
It's the toughest day. Cause Christmas is tough,
Right.
Yeah.
but it's different because everybody's in a holiday spirit, and that's really about the kids. So I can maintain that.
Right.
Like Valentine's Day is about show the world how much you love me,
Right.
and it's like. How many times I got the math?
I would just like every third bracelet, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, send that one. 1, 2, 3, send that one. 1, 2, 3,
I get in
send that
trouble every year. Like
So you know it's coming.
Somebody's upset or disappointed at me every Valentine.
Hey Nick, and we
Wow.
play, and Nick had kids. How many baby mothers do you have? This is a real question.
6.
And how many kids do you have?
12.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 kids, and you see, I don't have no hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Valentine's Day gonna be a mess.
And it's just
I
like-
suggest you. But what do you do? Do you send roses or?
I mean, because you can't send the same thing to everybody. And that's the issue. That's where I normally get. Because back in the day, I used to be like, oh, we just going to check these boxes.
Right.
And everybody get the same thing. But that doesn't make someone feel special. That actually,
Put some thought into it, Nick.
yeah, that actually shows that you're not thinking, that you're just saying
Yeah.
whatever. You want people to feel special. So you got to do individual things. So
Do you
that's
keep
where,
notes or something
that's where, man.
on each?
He got like an assistant.
this,
you cover such and such. You cover such and such.
It's like
Yeah, you'll be messed up. You send the wrong perfume to one of the mamas, huh?
and because then I get mad because I turn it into content. But there was one year where trying to be an individual, I wrote handwritten cards to everyone.
Why do I feel like this isn't gonna turn out well?
Nice.
And I labeled the cards wrong.
Like how wrong?
Oh my God.
How wrong? So say for instance, like Ani would get Marianas and do like
And so now you're reading the. Oh, that's how you feel about her.
yeah, that's when they be like, girl, come pick up your letter because I think I got yours. I think I got your letter.
What?
Like, yeah. Oh, that's
Some
how you feel
curb
about
your
her.
enthusiasm stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So that's how you feel about her.
So
Huh? That's
that
your
was-
shining star. Wow. Okay, Nick. Damn, man. When did you realize that happened?
I think
Like
that's
one-
when the phones all ring at the same time.
Yeah.
Bling, bling, bling. Oh, damn.
They all calling to say they love you. And that's when you pick up the phone like, hey, baby. You motherfucker. Hey, man, you got things that you're thinking about that we don't even think about.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is wild,
Oh my gosh, bro.
The life I chose.
Yeah, man.
Can't complain.
But you know what, man? It fits you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It fits you. And you know what's crazy about that? People say, oh, man, Nick got such and such kids. Like, either I know or we know of people
Right.
that got less kids
Yeah.
that do way less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like
True.
way less.
I
Like,
love my kid. That's the one thing is like you'll
I'm
see
sitting
me-
here today. I don't even know who my dad is. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk.
Super dad is what I'm trying to be. So like that's even what we do a lot of skits and YouTube videos with the kids and stuff because they wanted to do it.
Do you have to make sure that you like, okay, I did a skit with this one. Now I gotta go.
Well, usually I try to do it everybody, and the ages actually make sense. So like some of them are too young to do the skits
Right.
and stuff
Okay.
like that. But I try to make sure I do something extracurricular.
Have
with
you ever
everybody.
had all the kids together?
I think that would only benefit at this stage. That would only benefit me. I think that's very selfish.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because everybody wants to be individual and get their time with dad. So it's like if I'm like, y'all all got to come to me, that's some narcissistic stuff.
Yeah.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Maybe
Yeah,
get
no,
them
why don't somebody say
together.
that?
Right?
12 and 12.
But we should battle. We should play flag football.
My thing is this, man.
My football team could beat your football team, Elon.
Imagine Incredibles.
The Incredibles against the Teslas.
Who fucked him?
We know,
Is that where your mind goes?
We know
man?
Grimes.
You gotta think though, really though, man. Like, did you see when he hosted Saturday Night Live?
Awkward.
Dude is like, he's a dork, and he's awkward, and you know, I can't even imagine him like even try to slide up, like, hey, you know, hey, what's happening? You know?
He's the richest man in the world.
There it is, man.
He ain't gotta say shit.
Boom, I was leading there.
He's push a button, bitches show up.
Yeah,
In a Tesla.
hell
Autopilot.
yeah. I'm gonna send you one of my Waymo Teslas. It's gonna come and get you. There'll be no driver in there, so you'll be able to talk how you want. Yeah, be in there naked and then just come to the door and go through my underground tunnel and then you'll pop into a room. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. Well, you start your Valentine's today, then I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because you.
But
probably,
honestly, I tried what I've done. My solution has been working for the last couple of years. I make Valentine's Day about my daughters.
okay.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I heard that because I want to tell you straight up. Like I said, I got 2 kids, and I got my wife. Even if I had 2 ladies, I just get on the plane and go somewhere. I just be like, you know what I'm saying?
I try to be working during Valentine's
hell
Day.
yeah,
and
man.
Like out the country working.
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
That didn't happen this year.
And I mean, I'd be like somewhere far, Jack, where like you have
There's
to have
no
a satellite
service.
phone. Yeah.
in the Serengeti, doing mission work for the Lord.
Or just out, like how can you be upset? I'm out here building with the Lord.
Yeah, I'm out here
man.
feeding the homeless.
Like we are laying lines out here.
Yeah, putting water in Africa.
And then when you come home, I'll be at the airport like this.
I got the car.
Yeah, you out there giving water. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't watering this garden.
Hey man, but I wish you the best on that, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's
man.
only a day.
Yeah.
I gotta make it through.
I'm gonna check on you on the 15th.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on you, make sure that
It's like
you
it's like the
that you
purge for
okay.
him.
Yeah.
Say what now?
It's like the purge for him.
Oh yeah.
right?
Hey man, you
gotta
gotta
run,
be getting
Doc.
up, going to the restroom at 3 a.m. like, fuck, Valentine's Day coming.
Can't
You
wait.
know,
You
you
all
know
right?
when you have something on your mind all the time. You're like, oh. Do you remember?
Valentine's nightmares. Oh.
So Nick, literally, aside from just other people,
Right.
you gotta pretty much remember like 17 real birthdays. Well, you got twins and
Yeah, 2 sets of twins.
2 sets of twins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2. Okay, so you got to remember birth dates and all
Absolutely. Man, if you could see my schedule, like,
I don't
even
want
just,
to.
like school,
that. I'm exhausted.
I don't want to.
all the games, all that having to remember. Like, but I mean, I love it, man.
I love
Super
that
day.
you still work.
I got to.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
I wish if I had Elon money, it'd be probably a little easier.
You ever thought about just building a school like in your backyard? Like, I think Kanye had a school.
He did.
It wasn't quite accredited, but you know what I'm saying?
Was there teachers at that school?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I went to the one where it was in the dirt in Calabasas.
Wow.
And he was like, man, you need to bring your son here. I'm like, I am not bringing my son to this motherfucking school. You know what I'm saying? Like not at all, bro.
Oh,
you know? And he was like, yeah, we just let the kids express themselves. I'm like, they're coloring on the walls and shit. I'm like, no, I think I keep them at that other school that you hate. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when they actually served them lunch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't just wake up and say, I'm going to open a school.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that go with it, man.
Because there's people trying to do it, and it's difficult.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. But if anybody could pull it off, you could.
I mean,
Under somebody else's budget, too.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can go broke trying to build a school.
Hey, man, when they did the Nick at Night,
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation. Was that really behind your name?
Nah, I wish it was.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny that you say that because we got a project called Nick at Night because that was Nickelodeon. We did a bunch of campaigns that made, because I was the chairman. I actually was
Right.
an executive over there.
It looked like
so
to
we
us-
made it seem like it was mine and I created it. But a Nickelodeon is actually a spinning film that they used to make years ago. That's you used to put a nickel in it and you could look like a
Oh,
little
man.
viewfinder, and that was like the first cartoon was called.
Yeah. I think Doc had one at his birthday party.
Our boss?
Got you, Doc. Old ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, have you seen this lady on OnlyFans that's trying to have sex with 1,000 men in one day?
I can't.
24
She
hours?
did it, didn't she? Or like,
Well, she did the
100.
100 men in an hour.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Like,
now she's going
24
for
hours.
1,000.
And then
guys.
like wasn't it like they was beefing, so it was like it was one chick.
No
who
pun
did,
intended.
Yeah, exactly. One chick did it before. It was somebody else's idea, and then she got mad because
It's always some kind of fight. Always somebody did it first. Huh?
yeah.
It's either I did it first or who wore it best. Like, I'm tired of looking at these damn polls. Yeah, but 1,000 and she's trying to do 1,000 in a day, right?
Yeah, 1,024 hours.
That gotta be painful.
And
Hey,
the U.S.
dude,
Customs
we
told
did
her.
Diddy got all the baby oil, so
Yeah, hell yeah. You know?
she gonna need that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's evidence now. Hey, man, did you see when Dave Chappelle was like, man, I'm 52 years old. I don't think I've ever used a whole bottle of baby oil.
Has anybody ever finished baby
Nah.
oil?
You never got down to the baby oil. Like,
Gotta go get some more.
man, slipping and sliding out there. Like, man, you only have to turn a water hose on here.
I
Just
was
put that
thinking,
out there.
because we want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe he was doing like wrestling parties or like maybe like you fill a pool
Like
with
that
baby oil.
they used to have that old Hollywood Tropicana.
Yeah, like
and
some-
they were
Oh,
known for
yeah.
mud wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe it was like I'm from the MTV era. Like they would put like an inflatable pool and fill it up with like baby oil and like it might be something like that. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Okay, could be, man.
I'm trying.
I still don't want to be around that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's bad enough just me walking on snow. Can you imagine trying to walk on some baby?
It's a slippery slope.
My wife would be like, "Wait, now how did you crack your back?"
No, dude, Diddy, they was wrestling
yeah. Nick Cannon had this idea. Let's fill up the little pool.
with the baby
You know
oil.
what I'm saying? But we're talking about 1,000 women, 1,000 dudes.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
Jesus Christ. Like anything after one, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, where the dudes? I was talking about
She
the
got
bottles
over.
of baby oil.
She got over 5,000 applications.
We were talking about
I
that. Yeah, he was like, "Big, what you talking about, man?"
You know something I don't know?
I'm glad we clarified that. He was like, "Man, don't be trying. Now you're trying to get me caught up in it. You already got me divorced." You know
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying?
wait, hold up. We were talking about baby oil.
Yeah, but we were first talking about the
About
lady
the
that's doing
porn.
the
Oh, yeah.
1,000. Do you watch porn?
Not no more.
Yeah, man.
I used to. But it's not even exciting no more. World is porn now. Like Instagram
Oh yeah,
is
man.
porn.
There's no mystique to it.
Yeah,
It's
we
right
used
there
to
in
think
front
like,
of you.
oh, we get to go look at porn. Or
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah, there's no like famous porn stars like that.
See, that's why I was asking
what I
you.
mean?
But
Like,
Jesus know all these porn stars.
Online, but there's not that like one staple calender like poster.
And you
know what
trying,
I
huh?
mean?
You
we
looking
used
for
to be
her.
like Heather Hunter.
Yeah,
man.
Talk
You know
like
what I
some.
mean? Like-
What about this right here? You ever heard that?
Nah, what's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that a porn?
That's
theme
Pornhub.
song? Oh, that's Pornhub's theme
And people
song.
supposed to know this.
Yeah, it is
Like
a
I
theme
never
song.
heard this. And
First
who
of all, I
told
don't
me?
have the sound on when I'm on Pornhub.
Right, yeah. All that bad acting.
You keep it muted. Keep it quiet.
Yeah.
Who's listening to the soundtrack?
Yeah. Hold on, shh, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a theme song for a show.
There's an audio department in porn.
Hey man, let me tell you, was it you or Jesus that introduced me to that?
I did.
Okay, because everybody I play this for, Nick, they say, "Oh, it's this big thing. I play it for," and nobody knows it.
I've never heard
It's like
that.
the intro to every porn. Majority of the porn.
Well, you
videos
really
on
not
Pornhub.
got your, or you're not just watching porn.
I mean, Pornhub was probably the last time I actually went and like searched porn, and that was like over 15 years ago. Bro.
Damn, Pornhub
10,
been around
10
that
years
long?
Oh yeah, it's been.
Oh,
yeah,
geez, so it has been a hub for
And that
porn.
was like,
Yeah.
now it pop up. Porn attacks you. You pop
Yeah,
up on
man.
your phone when you don't want it.
Dude, I am literally sitting here interviewing with no pants on. I got to shoot after this.
I believe it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to multitask.
Yeah, you on your Adam 22.
Yeah, you know, hey man, you know it's a trip. I didn't know
Trip out
that.
on this. Trip out on
you know,
this.
I didn't know that Adam 22. Like I'm talking to Adam one day.
Yeah.
And I know that his wife or whatever she does porn.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know then.
Okay.
When I'm having this conversation with her, I didn't know she was a former porn star or whatever, right? And so he's telling me, yeah, I didn't know, but now I know because we had a conversation.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, he said, he said after they bring people on, they do the podcast.
And then they go shoot the porn.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, man, like, dude.
I've never seen that side of it.
Yeah.
But like he got a full production going on over there.
Let me tell you though, when he was like, yeah, I got a place over here by Nick.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, he said we're right in Burbank. I got a place by Nick. And I was like, man, we got a circle around Nick. Nobody can. We protecting Nick. You know what I'm saying? Like Nick is one of us.
His office is like, but everybody out here in Burbank.
Yeah, you be cutting to the right though. You like, I ain't going past
that.
Yeah,
you go over there. But like, I pull up the No Jumper all the time. But I guess I've never been back where they shoot the porn. It's in the.
Hell yeah. Don't go back there. Yeah. If he asks you to do the podcast, tell him no.
Have you ever been on a porn set?
Nah.
Wait,
I've been on a porn set, like a real porn set.
No,
back
I
in
haven't.
the day.
I think we sent Joe Grande.
Really?
Yeah, but
I'll tell you why. Because we used to do skits for a while and out, and there's these facilities that have sets that everything from like courtrooms to hospitals.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these are perfect places to do sketch comedy, but they're porn sets.
Oh.
So we would be in there shooting like, sketches, and on the other side,
oh my God.
What's going on? They getting
and
to
then
it.
Your sound man be like, hold sound. Hold sound.
Yo, but the craziest,
waiting for the moaning to stop.
The craziest shit on a porn, they got craft service.
Ugh.
That's nice.
I literally watched the chick get up
and go get something, get a banana or something.
And go get some cheese and crackers.
And like, just walk over there naked. Like,
after taking it, I was like, you ain't gonna wash you nasty. Like,
can somebody bring me a Diet Coke? Like, I guess
it's craft service on porn set.
What's the rules and standards and practices over there? Like,
but I think
you got a break.
I think they fucked up the porn industry now because one, and I've talked to them because I interview them on different podcasts and stuff. You make more money at home doing OnlyFans than you would ever make on an actual porn set. And the actual porn stars are looked down upon because the OnlyFans girls are like, look, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to do what y'all do.
They said Danielle, Bad Baby, they said she did $52 million.
Right?
That's crazy.
In 1 year.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man. My OnlyFans, I don't get nothing.
Well, you got to do some Bad Baby tricks. I don't know.
But they say she's not even like crazy naked or anything on hers. Do you have an OnlyFans?
I did. I was doing this music thing, and we had a project, and we did couple of the music videos a little risque. So,
oh, really?
So as promotion. So I understood it, but I never had like a real one. But like we did it for like the rollout for like 3 weeks or something. It was, but clearly I was the same way as you. Ain't nobody want to see that shit.
Right.
Like, it was, but like it's the salaciousness of the voyeurism of thinking you have a relationship with this woman. That's what they paying. That's where they get to the bag.
Yeah, man.
They making them think like,
subs.
yeah, can you do this for me? Can you put your foot in this and all that, and then you do it, and that's what they feel like. Oh, OnlyFans. It was supposed to be a OnlyFan exclusive experience. That's what they built it off of. So like, yo, you pay me money for me to do exclusive stuff for you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they turned into a giant business.
Were you affected by any of the fires?
We had to evacuate.
Yeah, man.
So, luckily, I mean,
were you able to
God.
get out with certain? You know how? Because we had to evacuate too. We were under a warning, and then we had one mandatory, but they got it real quick.
Yeah.
But you really sit there and you're like, man, what do I take?
That's what I realized. That none of it mattered.
Exactly.
You just wanted to get your family out, and and even the pictures on the wall. You like, we got those pictures. We could reprint those pictures. You know what I mean? Like you took things that you couldn't possibly replace, like any family heirlooms or anything like that. But left all the clothes, all the furniture, all the it's like. We can replace all that.
Hey, man, my man Romai, Booty Brown from the far side, his mom, they lost their house in Altadena.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. And he told me, he said, Big, he said, I wish I would have got out with my dad's pictures. Because they literally had to run out.
Oh.
And he wasn't worried about a platinum or a gold plaque.
Yeah.
He wasn't worried about a car. He was like, man, because I guess Pops passed last year. And he was like, man, if I could have just got out with that.
Those are the only things that matter.
Yeah, man. And it's real people having real problems.
Yeah.
And I think that even with fire aid and so many people, first responders, even the volunteer work that I'm pretty sure everybody's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was really one of those things because we see a lot of hashtags. And it's always hashtag help such and such or pray for such and such.
Right.
And now that it's here, I'm like, man, what's going on here now?
Yeah.
Are other people doing hashtag pray for LA? And
they are though. That's the thing. And you watching people come from out everywhere. Like, I mean, shouts out to Trey the Truth and all. You know what I mean? Like, he's a hip hop superhero. We like always been honoring him. But for him to even say, "Yo, we gonna pull up," like I used to go to Houston,
right?
You know, when they were experiencing hurricanes and stuff, and now people coming here for us, and it's like, man, it's
hey,
real.
Man, Nick, have you seen like all this immigration roundup stuff with ICE and where we are right now?
Yeah.
And some of it, I'm like, is this is this today? But yeah, it's some real things that's going on out there.
It's a different world, big.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, and it's unfortunate, but if you notice, and if people think like it's a gimmick for me, but I've actually done this my entire life. But now I was like, might as well put it on social media to create some kind of balance and equanimity. But every morning, I pray and meditate on Instagram. Just to kind of just balance it for myself, man. Because the first thing I used to do when I would go on Instagram is wake up, pick up my phone, look on Instagram,
Right.
and then it's an onslaught of just low frequency.
Yeah, man.
And just darkness and negativity. And like, this is the real world we live in. So I was like, let me see if I can switch my algorithm up a little bit. And, normally, because, I kind of give myself 20 minutes before I do anything of just meditation, quietness. Like, I get up at 4. Morning radio and stuff. So everybody else is asleep. And I take that time for me to talk to God, to be as quiet as I possibly can. And at the very end, I go on, IG and just post something to really feel like I got to create a different, because the world is so dark and so heavy. So at least just giving reverence, giving praise, and just being, grateful to see another day, but just praying for like this world we living in. It's a different time.
That's what I was saying, man. There's just some things that's just messing with my peace right now. And social media it happens to be one too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
and it's
real.
like, and I was listening to are you familiar with Ed Milet?
Nah.
Ed Milet, there's one with Jay Shetty, and it's Ed Milet, and it was just like what you do with your time. And I've been listening to a lot of Jay Shetty too, where he's just speaking about, when you get up, don't go straight to your phone. Give yourself your affirmations, all that kind of stuff. You know
Jay was a real life monk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His book is dope. He tells you about the experience, but that's like when you could just unplug like that. And it's so good for your spirit, and you watch the world change around you. You watch the things that everybody else is being plagued with. You get to a higher vibration and frequency. It's still happening, but you just see it through a different lens.
Hey, man, what do you do to get away from it? And not just with your meditation. Like, get away from the phone, the business. Like, do you vacation?
Because, I'm not a vacationer. So it's like that morning meditation is how I get away, because I don't get to go do the trips and all of that, because I'm always working with it's either work or the kids.
How's your health now?
Probably it's good. I think it could be better, because it's way better than when I was actually sick. But because of all of the stuff that's been going on, like that lupus is a stress driven thing,
right?
So I have to find my peace and flare ups and all that stuff. So I'm healthy in the sense of like gym every morning, getting to it like that.
Because you pay attention to it, though.
Right. And that's the thing.
But
like,
what's a flare-up? What's a bad day for you, Nick?
Inflammation, it hurts to wake up in the morning. You feel more exhausted than you normally would. And that's how I know something's wrong. When I can start feeling, my hands tense up, when, the inflammation in the throat and the face, you be like, all right, something's, I gotta get right. I gotta get my hydration back together.
And what do you do for that?
Lots of water. And then, my practices of like herbs and minerals.
Right.
And then, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, because it's removing things from my diet. I only have flare-ups and stuff when I know I've been doing bullshit. So if I've been eating fast food, or I've been, too much sugar, like that type, sugar is poison, and I'm addicted to it. Just, I'm a candy crackhead, like, but I know, like, all right, I gotta remove that. I gotta fast from that for a while, and then usually I can.
And it's almost like it gotta come on first before. You're like,
it's come. Exactly.
Yeah.
So but because I'll get the regimen right now. Like I'll probably say, because I'm about to do a film probably by the summertime. So, and it's some action, some martial arts and stuff. So I know I'll be right by that time.
Gotcha.
So I was trying to give myself holidays. You give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
You stress eating, all of that type of stuff. So I usually be like, all right, after Valentine's Day, I'm back focused. So I'm slowly making my way.
And Nick, are you a black belt? Are you?
Black. That type of stuff is silly. I had a black belt when I was a kid, but it's like I don't I practice martial arts. I'm a practitioner in various styles of
Like what styles?
White Lotus Kung Fu.
Damn.
I got my first Taekwondo when I was a kid.
Right.
You doing tournaments and stuff, get a black belt when you're 13 type of thing. And then I started taking it real serious. So I studied ninjutsu. And then I also studied Muay Thai.
Oof.
So
How do you study Muay Thai?
I mean, you learn it. You get.
I
went
know.
to
How's your
Thailand.
shins?
Hurt, toe up, like all of that. But
Oh man, I could.
and that's why I was like, all right, I need to start
How old
using
were
some
you
of this stuff in
when you
in
started
movies.
Muay Thai? How old were you?
I really got focused. That's not that long. I probably
no.
probably like maybe 12 years ago.
But no, bro.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you.
But
crazy
it's
as hell.
conditioning. You got to get your shins and your
Yeah, I don't want to do
all of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm straight. Yeah, I don't.
But it's like now I'm probably more flexible than I've ever been.
Yeah.
Yoga is something that's always been in my life. So, and then it's, you gotta take the pain and understand it, calm it. Don't let it hurt you, baby.
Calm the pain.
Calm the pain.
All righty, there it is right there. Can I kick you in your shin?
You could.
All right, well, let's
I
finish
think
this
you
up.
would hurt yourself.
Yeah, you damn right I will. Hell yeah, I will.
And I would be hurt.
Hell yeah. And I'm the type of person, bro, I kick you and you hurt me, I'm suing you. Yep, man.
He said I could kick him.
Yeah, I'm going to that.
20 million.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, Drake, who you using? Get it, man. But thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man.
Fun,
Once
always.
again, Nick Cannon in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.